Today we look to close things out for the Opsa Bowl Festival for 2023. Today, it's the Eastern Bowl. And today, it's Thomas A. Stewart and its Griffins taking on St. Roch and its Ravens here on We Digital Productions. Hello everyone, I'm Justin Prince. Welcome to Old Acumen Stadium as we look to close out the 9-game schedule for this year's Opsa Bowl Series festivities. All throughout the week, we've seen exciting plays. We've seen exciting moments. We've seen some exciting barn burners. And in turn, we look to see how the last two teams look to close things out for the schedule here today. The coin toss currently underway. Let's look at weather conditions. And a very fitting touch. Thank you very much for the reminder. It's minus 1 degree Celsius today with a mix of sun and clouds. It currently feels like minus 5, according to some crew members. Compared to earlier today in the first bowl game, the National Capital Bowl, it's balmy here. The wind gusts as high as 36 kilometers an hour, though, will help make it feel fairly frosty out here in what is our warmest game of the series this year. Both sidelines getting very pumped up and very into the mix for today's game. Let's start things off with our discussion with St. Roch. The St. Roch Ravens 2 times have won Opsa Bowls, including the 2021 Metro Bowl Championship. They are 3 times the champions of the ROPSSAA since opening their school in 2009. In turn, they look to bring their balanced approach and their spread offense into pay dirt. 2 players, a part of the roster already, have received offers from OUA programs for post-secondary play and education. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Griffins, they look hyped up and look bounced up and ready to go. For their respective side, the representatives of the COSSA. And for them, an undefeated season so far has seen them play strong all throughout 2023. For them, they're the Independent Bowl champions and looked to have a combination of tight end work with the dual tight end package and the spread today. Just about all set to go for today's matchup. Your officials for today is Ben Gogner, along with the umpire James Deacon, down judge Steve Weir, Warren Ziegler is the line judge, the side judge Mark Stevens, and Vince Hewitt is your back judge. Both teams now in position to start things off today. It's the Ravens who will kick things off to start the ball game here from Windsor. 2 return men back for the Griffins as we get set for the final bowl game of this year. It's the Eastern Bowl, and it's all set to go here on WeDigital.ca. Setting things up, Benjamin Campbell-Peters, Ray Johnston and company underway from Windsor. Return for about the 15-yard line. Across the 20, finding some holes across the 30. Brought down around the 31-yard line. The coordinator's already getting work to play. Jeff Chalice getting set to start things off here today for his squad, the head coach of the program. So St. Thomas is led by the quarterback of Kobe Wood and the running back of Nathan Thompson. 30 returning players entering this season. They look to set things up, spread out with a couple wide receivers to the right. Out in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 31. They fake the handoff. Trying to break to the outside. Wood trying to straighten it. Trying to find a way out. Still on their feet after an option. Still trying to get ahead. Flags out all over. And a quick start to the play. So a flag is down. The ball's going back about 15 yards, it looks like. Here's the call.
We have 2 fouls on the play. We have offside, defense number 5. We have unnecessary roughness, face mask on the quarterback of the offense. The result is 10 yards from point line scrimmage. Replay first down.
So first and long here, as they move it all the way back to about the 21-yard line, so more so 10 yards to penalty. To set things up for first and long after a wild start to the game for Thomas A. Stewart. This time they go under center. Going on the handoff. Couple yards down to about the 25-26 yard line. About 2nd and 14 after the carry. That time picking up on the ground. Patrick Adderley. Second and about 15. The ball spotted about the 26. Looking to float it up quick. Incomplete. Intended for the middle of the field. That makes it 3rd and long. Likely to see the special teams units for the first time today. Just almost 2 minutes in to the first quarter of play. So they look to punt it away for the first time. Booted away. The return rolls away. No yards flags pop out. Denied McKenzie on the return. Still picks up a few yards on the recovery. And again, no flag is out. The no yards. You see the separation not within about not 5 yards, more so with a couple. And in turn, penalty. So 1st and 10 from the 54. Four wide receivers set up. They move one of the ends to block. And the quick run draws the quick stop. Thomas nowhere to go on the run. That makes it 2nd down. Second down and 10 still from the 54. They shuffle a couple on the wide. Looking to try to run. Bishop St. Onge tries to push ahead. Gets a pick of about 5 or 6 to make it 3rd and medium. And they'll look to set things up here after the run to the outside. Here's a look at the quarterback run. There's the last push there. Just avoided the knee down there for the signal. And in turn, able to pick up an extra couple of yards on the strength. 3rd and 3 from the 46. See it being early. They keep going here on the offense, or if they try and punt it away. Already 2 punt men look to be back. And yes, indeed, they will bring a special teams unit here. Just past a quarter of the way through the first quarter here on Weeds Digital. It's a fake! The fake up to the line. And we'll see where they spot it. Looks to be a first. Cornier's thinking it's a first up here. And the signal already is a first. First down on the fake. Joel Checkley amongst those able on the pickup. And look at the push. That's where some of the confusion comes in. He does get up to where the sticks are. Then forward progress pushed him back in turn with the momentum. Or rather, that momentum after forward progress. 1st and 10 from the 43. Coming up towards the midway point of the first quarter. The Ravens set things up with 2 in the motion. Off this time. They go back to the ground game. And pick up about 5 or 6 once again on the carry. Nick Thomas on the run. Nick Thomas, one of the key players for this team. Him alongside Justin Poyser. Joel Checkley and Justin Poyser both receiving offers in the past few months from York University. Several others have gone on visits already to other programs across the Ontario regions. 2nd and 4 from the 37. 2 in the motion. They go back to the ground. They go Thomas. Thomas sheds off one. Thomas sheds off a second. Can't shed off a third tackler. And after some battling and some footwork, all sets up 3rd and medium. No gain after all that work there. One of the key players to keep an eye on defense is the one who to stop towards that momentum. There's the tackle attempt. Comes on through. And in turn, the special teams unit is back out again. They've already done one fake this drive. Do they do another? No. They go for the punt. Kick inside the 15-yard line. And the return gets to about maybe the 20. So that sets up first down, this time for Thomas A. Stewart. Return from Miles Sovigo. Able to get himself to about the 19 is where they'll spot it to start the drive for Thomas A. Stewart. To get here, they won their championship game over Centennial 46-14. So far, only one game finishing in a single possession score difference. On the ground, they pick up a few more. It's Nathan Thompson on the run. Thompson with interest from Laurier already this season at the collegiate level. Picks up a few yards to make it 2nd down. And this quarter quickly starting to fly by here. 2nd and 6, about 5 minutes to go in the first. They bunch up several blockers. One safety back, they go back to the ground. Thompson has an open hole. Thompson out around the 40-yard line. And a big pickup from Thompson. Sets up 1st and 10. And the Griffins. With some good blocking there with a cut outside. And it looks like a flag.
That penalty's declined. Result of the play. First down.
So the penalty here is declined indeed, so they take the pickup there. There was a penalty, it looks like way far back on the play. First down. They set up with one back. Thompson getting the handoff. And he's quickly tripped up for a pickup of about 3 or 4. Second down. So that'll set things up again. Second and medium after the quick tackle. One of the main parts of that philosophy to touch upon is running the ball efficiently. And so far, Thompson has been fairly efficient on his carries. Coming up to 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Flag flies to start off this play. They do have first down yardage, but do they have the first down to stick there? Patrick Adderley this time on the run. But there was an immediate flag, and it's going against the defense.
Offside. Defense, the entire line. That penalty's declined. Result of the play. First down.
So look one more time here. It was an encroachment in the neutral zone, so a neutral zone infraction should say. Regardless, they take the 54-yard line to start. So far, Griffin's doing well against the strong front seven. Looking to carry, it's Wood. Wood gets about 9 yards on the ground. Second and short. They might actually give him the spot here for inches. And already the officials discussing it along the sideline here. It looks like they might be calling for a measurement here. And yes, indeed, they're going to walk this up. Oh, and there's an issue with the chain. They're having an issue getting the exact yard location here. See where this measures to. Oh, it's very close, but it's a first down. First down from the 46. The offense continues for Thomas A. Stewart. Set things up. Running backs. They go off to Thompson again. Thompson tries to spin out of some tackles. And the ball pops up after the whistle. Second and long. Let's take a look once again. Lanes continue to get filled pretty quickly here. For the most part, outside runs done well so far. They go shotgun for second and 6 from the 42. And this time they fake the jet sweep. They go back to Wood. Gets it up for the first down. Kobe Wood gets the run. And carries another pick of about 10-15 yards. And moves the chains. So Peterborough, Ontario's Thomas A. Stewart Secondary School continues the drive. They've had the ball for about nearly 3/4 of this first quarter now, give or take. They set back up under center. Thompson after the tell. Gets the carry to the 26. Tries to get around the 25. Looks like they'll mark him for a gain of about 6 or 7. So that makes it second down. Take a look over the Ravens side as their defense looks to try and find a way to stop these runs. Defense led by Joel Chekwe, by Mason Markhill, and several more. 2nd and 4 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Wood again. This has worked several times this drive. Does this time for the first down. And the cheering starting to pick up from the Griffin sideline. For the first time, someone's in the red zone with under the quarter. And they've called for a stop on the clock as a timeout's taken by the Ravens as they want to talk about things. Look at several of the fans as the grandstands are packed here for this final bowl game of the day and of this year. We'd like to remind you that the 37th annual Rotary Auction is being broadcast on weedigital.ca for the first time. That's on December 1st and 2nd at 7 p.m. each night. Be sure to tune in and be sure to take part in this charitable cause. Again, for more information, go to weedigital.ca or go to our YouTube channel, We Digital Productions, and like and subscribe to be able to follow along with the Rotary Auction for both the days. Getting all set to get back underway. 1st and 10 from the 20. Oh, and a bit of an audible. They go from under center back towards pistol. Doing the motion. Looking pass. It's Wood. He's looking to the end zone. Over top coverage. And a out. Two different flags pop out. So we'll see which way this goes here. Looked to be possible pass interference, but on what side? Justin Poyser was on the coverage. The hands were up there from Poyser, but was the head turned, is the question. We'll see what they call here. And it is going against the Ravens.
Pass interference, number 23 Ravens. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So pass interference moves the chains here for first down. They'll spot the ball at the 5. 1st and goal. And quickly try to sprint away at a far huddle away from the new line of scrimmage. Griffin set up by up. 3 back look now on the carry. Thompson spins, tries to twirl another time. Brought down around the 1 or 2 yard line for 2nd and goal. And the clock reaches zeros here, so we'll see. We get one more play here, it looks like we will. 2nd and goal from about the 2. So they set up for 2nd and goal. And a quick snap. But flags pop up here. Signal is touchdown. But which way does the flag go here? That was a very quick snap. Trying to catch some off guard here. And it looks like they're pointing towards the Ravens.
Offside. Defense. That penalty's declined. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Thomas A. Stewart. So how fast are we talking? How about quarterback sneak within 1 second or 2 of getting to the line of scrimmage? And in turn, the Griffins have the first score of the game. And the extra point, signaled up, but there's another flag. Flag on the far side. It looks like they're talking with Thompson here. It's against the Ravens.
We have offside, number 34 on the defense. That 5-yard penalty will be applied on the kickoff. That's the end of the quarter.
And with that, that's the end of the first quarter of play. It's Thomas A. Stewart who has the advantage. They end the first with a touchdown. You're watching Weeds Digital for coverage of the Eastern Bowl.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
Welcome back to the Eastern Bowl, brought to you by Sancor College's football program. And its coverage here on Weeds Digital, brought to you by LiUNA 625. Train with the best, build the best. Just about set to start the second quarter of play. Justin Prince with you from the LiUNA 625 broadcast booth. As so far, it's the Griffins with the advantage after scoring a quarterback sneak to end off the first quarter of play. The second quarter starts with a bouncing ball with a return. From the goal line, they mark him down to the 1 with forward progress. Jedi McKenzie having to retreat back about 10-15 yards. And the Ravens in very tough field position here. So they'll start this drive, St. Roch will, for about the 1-yard line. See if they can get the offense moving forward here. Their team 6-2 in the season, 5-1 in the league itself this year. They also 1-1 in exhibition play against the Brampton Centennial Bucks and the St. John's Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 1. They bunched up. They go to the ground game and get some breathing room. About at least 7-ish to make it 2nd and short. So that fixes the stuck at the 1 situation. So after the run, time from Justin Poyser, 2nd and about 4. They look I formation. On the handoff. Carry up around to about the 10. Chains are at about the 11. And it looks like it will be 3rd and short. So a pickup of about 3. Poyser just shy of the sticks. There's a lot of discussion here as they look to try and talk things over here. 7-0. Griffins to score so far. And with them only needing the 1 yard, it looks like they'll keep the offense on the field here, even though they're inside their own 20. Looking to go power. Can they get the push? Looks like they may get it here. Wait for the official spot. And it looks like, yes, by about 1 yard. That's a 1st down for the Ravens. They go power. And lots of bodies sent around there. And a scatter plot. Some of the top offensive linemen for this team this year, Kane Crossman, Boo Adeyemi, amongst those considered as 2 of the linemen to watch for. You see them up on the front line this time for 1st and 10 at the 12. St. Ange back under center. They go back to the run and quickly brought down for a loss of 1. The Griffins this time bringing plenty of pressure. This time Thomas getting the carry, but no place to go. So about 2nd and 10 from the 12. Just past a quarter of the way through the second quarter. They look to pass. St. Ange throws in the motion. Wide open catch. Complete. Across the 45. And a tackle. Just shy of the 40, in fact, should say. Gets a bit big up for the Ravens. It's Caden Ronanam who picks up the catch this time. And it's the tackle here that prevents it from going from what could have been more than just a big play for the Ravens, their launch of the day. From the 39, they look to the ground again. Trying to get a run, pushing ahead, it's Poyser. Whistles start flying. Pick up solid chunk play. It looks like a flag is, and there may be a hold coming here. That's already the signal.
It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So that will make it 1st and long instead here. First and 20 for about the 29. St. Ange sets back up again under center. One receiver sent out wide. They stay tied up this time. Looking toss this time. Looking ahead, it's Thomas. Thomas across the 35, across the 40. Brought down on the 42-yard line. A flag thrown out at the end of the play. So as Thomas got up there, the flag thrown, the ball now at the 43. The official didn't like what they seen there at the tackle. We'll see. It is against the Griffins.
At the end of the play, we have a necessary roughness. Number 22 on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
With that rough tackle there, that is the reason for the flag, and a big pickup of yardage here. And watch right here. Tackles, and then he didn't like what he seen there after the shove at the end. 1st and 10 from the 53. They look handoff. Poyser takes a hard hit. Gain of a few on the pickup. Make it 2nd and long. Poyser. Both front and back essentially on tackle. That makes 2nd about 8. As we reach the midway point of today's coverage, I'd like to remind you that Leona 625 is the presenting sponsors of the podcast. You've seen throughout the week here for the Opsa Bowl. Leona 625. Thank them for their support of local football. Underway again, St. Ange tries to throw fast, complete. Trying to find his target again. And Caden, we will run now. And couldn't get him. 3rd and 8. And the special teams units come out now. 6:14 to go in the first half. Turnman sent up towards the near side. Bunted away. Kick. Bounces out. Mark it out around the 21-22 yard line. So that will set up the Griffins back on offense. It's the first time with the ball since they drove down the field and ended the first quarter with a QB sneak to close out their drive. Looking to set things up for 1st and 10 from the 22. Kobe Wood sets up under center. One sent to the motion. Back to Thompson. Thompson gets ahead for a gain. About 7+. Second down once again. And that's been one of the things today. Thompson's done well. Find some good reads. Find some space. Work into those spaces. So they say it's a 2nd and 5 on the field from the about 27. It should be. It's time for shotgun. Wood looks to run on the option. Wood brought down at the sticks. And looking like they may give him the yard here. It is the first down now for the Griffins. Now set up first down for the Griffins. And some whistles have now blown on the Ravens side here. First and 10 from about the 33. And now, the Ravens are trying to make some personnel adjustments here. Now there's shuffling over to the other side here. Trying to sort out sequence here. The ball is still at the 33. And the officials are now waving off the Griffins, who thought they were good to go here. So it looks like that's part of the reasoning here for this delay is right up there. A player is down. And that is Checkaway, one of their top players. Joe Checkaway, the linebacker and tight end, is being checked out by the training staff on the sideline. They've still not indicated situation here. It looks like Checkaway will stay in here, so they've allowed him to get the leg wrap on. And it looks like now they're set to go. Time back in. First and 10 from the 33. From the shotgun, Wood. Oh, it's off the back of a helmet and fumbled. The Griffins. The Ravens jump on it. And the Ravens take it over after a miscue on the handoff. Kobe Wood, instead of handing it off, hands it to the top of someone's helmet and turns it over. Right there, tries to toss it, hits his teammate instead, and the Ravens are ready for it. So after a toss to the top of the dome, it's now Ravens ball. Coming up to 4 minutes to go in the first half. Once again, St. under center. And a quick handoff. Poiser rumbles ahead. Second down. And another sizable pickup. Poiser has been strong as a power back today. The two-side player sets up 2nd and 4 from the 17. No bunker set up this time. Thomas the back. Trying to get a Poiser, took a second pump. Time. Doesn't get too far there. Gets to about the 17-yard line. Set up 3rd down. And we're coming up to the 3-minute warning. There's a look at the scoreboard so far. Thomas A. Stewart still has the 7-0 advantage. As we reach inside 3 minutes. The clock is still rolling here. They haven't blown in 3-minute warning yet. And the Ravens staying on for the offense. Thomas trying to get the 3rd down conversion across the 10, across the 5. Flag is down. Thomas just shy of the goal line at about the 2. We'll see which way the penalty flies here. So we'll see what the signal is here. And the Ravens have already gone back a fair bit here. And it is a hold. Signaling for here.
We have holding, number 29 in the offense. After yards were gained. It'll be back 10, first down.
So one more time. And you can see that it looks like it's the player going from left to right you've seen previous at the start of the run, essentially. So here's the scenario. They got the first down yardage. We've seen this several times, but they do not get said yardage, so the ball's now 1st and 10 at the 20 after the yards gained. So this sets up inside the 3-minute warning. On the ground. Thomas with a couple. Once again, Thomas rumbles ahead for a few. 2nd and 7 from about the 17. St. Ange State load up. They look to toss it this time to Thomas. Thomas has some seams. Flags fly again as Thomas gets brought down inside the 5. And it looks like this may be coming back here. And another holding call against St. Roch. Their 2nd straight on a first down.
Holding, number 3 on the offense. Penalty occurred before yards were gained. We're going to go back 10 from the line of scrimmage. Replay 2nd down.
So this moves things back again. Let's take a look. And not sure if we can see the exact player it was on that angle. But They say it was before they got the first down yardage this time. 2nd and 17 from the 27. Looking to throw, St. Onge. From the pistol, he scrambles it. Now he gets across the 10. 1st and goal. This time no flags come up. So the Ravens now set up for 1st and goal. Had to find some holes. Broke through all the way to the 3rd level, essentially. And now the Ravens look to try and close out the drive. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Under 1:50 to go in the first half. Go back to their standard formation throughout the day. Double tight and look up. They go to Thomas on the toss. A flag up at the line of scrimmage, and Thomas tackled around the 5-yard line. And his teammates are quickly checking in on him. And it looks like they're calling for the training staff quickly. There's some hard contact on the tackle, and immediately the fans reacted when they seen that play there. And the Ravens already letting the training staff get to work here. Both teams watching the discussions here. Here's the penalty.
Offside, defense, half the distance to goal, replay 1st down.
And it is against the Griffins in turn for that penalty. Again, they are checking on the running back of Nick Thomas down below. Let's remind you of the scores throughout the OFSA Bowls this year. Bear Creek won in the first in 20-plus years, 25-0 over Chaminade. Assumption beat Hammarskjöld 21-4. Then the Metro Bowl was 22-7 Richview over Holy Trinity. And to close out Monday, a 33-0 win for South from London against St. Mary's. Several of the top teams starting off the bowl series with some strong runs. Yesterday was an interesting day. You had the Independent Bowl, Herman picking up the win over St. Michael's. St. Michael's finishing their year as a whole below 500. Golden Horseshoe Bowl, the number 1 team in the province and number 5 in the country, Huron Heights. The Road Warriors picked up the win 37-2 over Corpus Christi. And A.N. Meyer beat Ursuline College 38-21 in the Central Bowl in what was one of the more exciting games of the bowl series so far. Still an injury stoppage here as Thomas is being brought to the sideline. Here's a look at the play one more time. And there's the reason here for that caught some eyes there was that tackle. And with that stoppage, it's 1st and goal still. Half the distance to goal from the penalty from the 4. 90 seconds to go in the first half of play. St. Onge goes on a tight handoff this time. Boiser this time picks up a couple. Maybe 1. 2nd and goal regardless of how you say it. So they mark it down at the 3-yard line. It is a 1-yard carry for Poiser. And the clock is ticking. The Griffins look to try and make it hold. And it looks like timeout called. Ravens want to talk about it. Talk about things here. So, 1 lone drive per team here in this games so far. A reminder once again that today's brought by 6.5 to get yourself SEAL certified through its training center. After all, train with the best, build with the best. Official broadcast partners for our coverage here throughout the week. They were also the sponsors of Wexa and Swassa coverage we've seen in the past couple weeks here at Acumen Stadium. Like they've done once again with their major support of local sports, especially to close out what's been a very strong football year in the Rose City and in all of Ontario as a whole. Second and goal after the timeout, and the Ravens are trying to go quick, or at least the Griffins are. Well, the Ravens were already set up, the Griffins just weren't there. Second down and goal. Double tight end up once again. And this time they look to pass it. St. Ange now he looks to run. And so touchdown. St. Ange runs around and loops around to the end zone for the touchdown. And St. Roch with a chance to tie it with the extra point. And a good play call from that second and goal completes the drive here. They'll now look to quickly set up the extra point. Campbell Peters. Oh, it is blocked. But a flag might be up here. Yes, indeed. This may be offside. So there was a lot of bodies already in there right in front. And they are signaling towards the defense. Yeah. That almost looked like too many bodies to get through quickly that quick. So we'll see where they place the ball here in turn. There's just the last of the discussion with the sideline. Still talking it over with the Ravens sideline. I think they're just trying to make sure of where this downage, or rather where this ball will be. The head coach,
we have
Peter
offside
Pitts.
on the defense. We retry to convert. That 5 yards will be applied on the kickoff.
So either way, they'll try this again with 1:02 to go still in this half. Still an extra point to be attempted here. From about 13 yards, this time they get it up. This time it's through. 7-all is your score with 1:02 to go in the first half of play. The Griffins still have 2 timeouts to work with here in this game for the first half of play. Ravens already using both their timeouts for reference. So we look to close out the bowl series off in style today. And both these teams in recent years picking up wins in OFSA bowls, as talked about at the top of the broadcast, the Independent Bowl recently. When it comes to Thomas A. Stewart, St. Roch for reference throughout their time, picking up a couple OFSA bowls, including the Metro Bowl in 2021. There were just 6 bowl games at the time. So they look to set things up for the kickoff. off and away from the kickoff. Turn for about the 20. Cross 35. Down to about the 36-37. So under a minute to go. After a return, this time by the Griffins. I'll set things up after the miles. So we go return. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. They said Thompson out wide as a receiver. Oh, and some timeout whistles coming through as the Griffins call time.
It's their first.
So Thomas A. Stewart electing to take the timeout with about 56 seconds still to go in this half. That's their first of 2 timeouts available. There was a lot of shuffling initially there, so seem like they didn't like what they seen. And they're already sending one player out from the personnel. So they're going to make a personnel swap here. You see the sunny conditions here today. Change of pace where the first day it was all snow. The second day, we played games with the field covered in snow. And today, we play with no snow, but cold temperatures still. First and 10 from the 37. Now they switched up the play. 2 receivers out. They look past it. Wood spins. Gets brought down to the original line of scrimmage. So that makes it second down. Still 49 seconds to go in the half. Wood could not get away. And it looks like a Raven is down. And that is McKenzie who is down. So an injury stoppage here. Tonight McKenzie has been almost everywhere today. He's even been at the running back spot in the place for Thomas. Had him just about everywhere on the field. Look out towards the pond. It's just about frozen out there. Here at Acumen Stadium and here at the College of St. Clair. The main campus, I should say, of St. Clair College. Had a lot of growth over the past few years especially. New dorms built recently, talking about potential of new international dorms being built. Part of a new project. Once some of the ponds are here. Speaking of here, the fans are here for second and 10 to the 37. 49.1 seconds to go after the injury stoppage. They set up in the shotgun. They go Thompson. Tries to spin away. Back up and gets enough yards. But only gets to about the 42-43 yard line. That'll make it third down. So no space for Thompson to go. That's what he can there. 5. The wind conditions start to pick up as the time. I don't think it's out there. Now is being stopped with 20.8 seconds to go. Timeout, Griffins. With 3rd and 5, we'll see what they do here. With it being a 7-all ball game, do they take a chance here and keep the players on the field on the offense? It looks like Thompson might be staying out. We'll see. So it looks like they're going to pull field position and take a risk with it being a 7-all ball game. Now they punt it. And that gets about 20 yards. Gets about 49. That wasn't a far punt formation at all. But with 15.9 seconds to go in the half, the Ravens have the ball. So we'll see what St. Roch does. Close out this half. Play clock is rolling down at the field level. Of note, Thomas is back in as the back. They go pistol to start things off. Send 1 to block, 2 to block. They look pass. St. Onge tries to step up. And here comes the pressure. A sack at the 40 with 8.3 seconds to go in the half. And the pocket collapsed and fast. And no space to run there. And it's 2nd and long for what may be the final play of the half here. Depends on when they snap it. It looks like that will be. St. Onge just gets under center. And takes the knee. So at the half, it's 7-all for the final bowl game of the year. The Eastern Bowl continues. After this break, you're watching We Digital, presented by Luna 625.
It began in 1987, BC. That's before computers. Well, at least the internet. After 36 years on television, we've pulled the plug. We've cut the cord, and we're moving the rotary auction to a new and exciting digital platform, partnering with We Digital Productions. The Rotary Club of Windsor St. Clair is now able to reach limitless participants from down the street and around the world. And just in time for Christmas, the Rotary Auction provides you the opportunity to bid and save on over 400 unique items and experiences. Call now at 519-915-0605 or simply enter your bid on rotaryauction.ca. And thank you for streaming in.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
I'm Mark Hees, president of Canuck Stuff. I'm here with lead designer Freddie, who designed all these great OFSA designs. Hey, how do you get OFSA gear? Well, you go to the OFSA shop. There's the link above. You come to our store here at Canuck Stuff. We have an OFSA gear section. Come to one of our championships, and you get all this custom championship logo gear. And, hey, pay attention to our social media channels, where we'll be having a lot of contesting to get more gear.
Nice.
Come and join us.
Have an awesome day.
Hey everyone, it's a very special year for OFSA in 2023-2024. High schools, to mark our 75th anniversary, April 24th has been designated OFSA Day. It's not too late to apply for a $300 grant funded by the Ministry of Education. Use it towards mass participation in an activity in your school on the big day. Just visit ofsa.on.ca/programs/OFSA Day and apply today. Let's all participate to celebrate our milestone by getting all students moving this April.
When I was in high school, my team felt like a family. We were a family. We did everything together. It wasn't just drills and early practices. It was everything in between. We had so much fun, and it was our coaches who made it happen. Now I'm coaching, and I see myself in my team. They're learning, working hard, and building their own friendships, just like I did. That's why I coach.
I remember the tournaments, the championships, the ride to road games, when you forget you're a high school student for a while. But now I'm behind the bench, I'm picking up new things for my students. There's so much you can learn on the field that you simply can't learn in the classroom. I look at my students, the joy on their faces, and that's why I coach.
The friendships we formed. The character we built. That's what I remember. I don't want to be just that guy with the clipboard and whistle. I want to inspire my students, like my parents and coaches did for me. I still look up to them, and I want to be that positive force in my students' lives. That's why I coach. The friendships we formed. The character we built. That's what I remember.
My team felt like a family. We were a family. We did everything together. It wasn't just drills and early practices. It was everything in between.
I remember the tournaments, the championships, the ride to road games, when you forget you're a high school student for a while.
I don't want to be just that guy with the clipboard and whistle. I want to inspire my students, like my parents and coaches did for me.
There's so much you can learn on the field that you simply can't learn in the classroom.
We had so much fun, and it was our coaches who made it happen.
I still look up to them, and I want to be that positive force in my students' lives.
They're learning, working hard, and building their own friendships, just like I did. That's why I coach.
It began in 1987, BC. That's before computers. Well, at least the internet. After 36 years on television, we've pulled the plug. We've cut the cord, and we're moving the Rotary auction to a new and exciting digital platform. Partnering with We Digital Productions, the Rotary Club of Windsor St. Clair is now able to reach limitless participants from down the street and around the world. And just in time for Christmas, the Rotary auction provides you the opportunity to bid and save on over 400 unique items and experiences. Call now at 519-915-0605 or simply enter your bid on rotaryauction.ca. And thank you for streaming in.
Welcome back, everyone, to today's coverage of the Eastern Bowl. As we get set to get back underway, just about all set to go for this third quarter of play. Justin Burt's with you from the Wyona 625 broadcast booth. Well, it's been an interesting one. Thomas A. Stewart and St. Roch tied up at 7 apiece. Each team with one lengthy drive ending in a touchdown. Now it's the matter of seeing how this second half comes out and finishes the day and the week off here today. Once again, it will be the Ravens who start off with the ball here in the second half. Originally, they had deferred to the second half. Most teams have elected to take the kickoff for the return for the second half, except for one. That's why the reference to the word defer comes into play. One team did elect to kick it twice. We're back underway. McKenzie on the return. Going across the 22 and brought down at about the 23. McKenzie, after bounce, likes to run back after it. And now the Ravens take the field in decent field position to start the drive. So far, both teams have stuck mostly to the ground game. A couple big throws have been made, though, so far. See what direction they start off the second half with. They start with pistol, in fact. And spread out. 4 wide receivers set up. They bring a tight end up and back to the line. There's the jet sweep. First time we've seen that look from them today. It goes out for a of a few. Solid pickup this time on the ground. Devin Nobes. And, or rather, to repeat, Ray Johnston set up second down. 2nd and 7 from the 27. Four receiver setup. Go to a similar formation. This time they do go pass. Ange throws it on the curve, complete. Breaking a few tackles all the way down to nearly the 50. And a sizable pickup on the reception. Moves the sticks. Rashawn Freeman picks up the reception. The 11th grader. Able to break the first tackle and take 3 more with them on the way to getting the first down to the 45. 1st and 10. Still a 4 wide receiver look. Move tight ends back to block again. This time they go ground game to Thomas. Thomas up first layer. Gets brought down to the second layer for the first down inside Griffin's territory. And able to punch through the hole this time. Let's take a look. By the Sam linebacker. And in turn, it's 1st and 10 from the 54. First and 10, about 2 minutes of this third quarter of play. On We Digital, brought to you by Wyona 625. They go back to Thomas and go outside. Breaks ahead. Gets it up for the first down. Back-to-back first down runs by Thomas. Raven pick up more chunk yardage. First down from the 43-yard line, and the Ravens look to go fast. About a quarter through the third quarter now, 1st and 10. Back-to-back runs now for Thomas. Able to pick up a couple at best. Now it's a loss of 1, in fact. 2nd down, and a player is down. And one of the Ravens, it is Johnson, being checked out quickly by the training staff. So an injury stoppage here, but they stopped the clock per se. Did take a little bit of time here to get the change in with 8:43 to go in the third quarter. Three in the motion. 2nd and 12. St. Ange steps up, scrambles, breaks a couple tackles. Need a couple yards, though. It's 3rd and short. Bishop St. Ange picking up a few yards on the run. It's 3rd down. So a lot of runs throughout this one from the Ravens. So on 3rd and 1, looks like they'll go for it again. Looking like going back to the 2 tight end setup. Poyser now sets up as the lone tight end. They do go to him on the run. Poyser gets to around the 20. 1st down for the Ravens. So the Ravens are back in the red zone, this time in record fashion for how today's played out. In the second you seen Poyser, the first thought was, had to go that way. They go back that way this time, same play. They pick up a couple. 2nd and long. Poyser gets an air a few yards. And now that sets up 2nd and about 8. Almost halfway through the third quarter. St. Roch continuing to move the ball. Dual tight end set up once again. Thomas the main back. They toss it to Thomas. Trying to get way outside. Can't get to the hole. And stopped way backwards for a loss of a few. And in turn, it's 3rd and long. There were not a lot of spaces, to say the least. So it's 3rd and 14. And it looks like, are they going to kick it or punt it from this distance? It would be around 30 or so yards if they attempt the field goal. Looks like, take the moment here. Timeout. And the Ravens want to talk it over here with 5:53 to go in this third quarter. Let's take a look again. Reminder of earlier today. It was the National Capital Bowl where Frontenac picked up the victory 27-7, so another bowl win for their history. And of course, St. Roch and Thomas A. Stewart in action today to close out this 3 days of OFSA Football Bowl action. Brought to you by Wyona 625. them and thank you for all the support throughout this week here on WeDigital.ca and on We Digital Productions. To follow along with more of our coverage, be sure to follow along whether it's on WeDigital.ca directly, whether it's on YouTube at We Digital Productions. To follow along with the YouTube page, go and hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss a moment here on We Digital. So after some considerations, they are going to go for the field goal. This from about 31 yards. The kick is up. It's good. Benjamin Campbell-Peters hits the field goal. And St. Roch takes the lead. It's 10-7. And this just had enough distance to get it. By a couple of yards. So in turn we'll see. They choose the field position or choose the kickoff method here. And a lot of scrambling still. And it looks like they're choosing the kickoff method. So this will be kicked off here. The Ravens look to set up for the kickoff. Now up by 3. Two returnmen setting up around the 10-15 yard line, and it's been interesting the returning game so far. Campbell-Peters sets things up here. 5:47 to go in the third quarter. 10-7 St. Roch. And a good kick to about the 20. Turn across the 30 to about the 35. And a solid return. And a good read on the location of said return. Sets up decent field position to start after the Thomas Darling return. Darling gets it to about the 37 to set up 1st and 10. First and 10 from the 37. Tied up one running back sent up back. Look on the handoff. Breaking a few. And a first down on the pickup. Adderley this time was the carrier. Gone with Thompson much of the day. Adderley, the 6'2", 12th grader. Getting the carry this time. Thompson used one of the blockers. Just able to shed off some tacklers quickly and zip on by several from the Ravens. The fans trying to shout. Blowhorns now being brought out here. 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to pass Wood. Looking deep, incomplete. Aiden McFarling on the coverage. McFarland should say. That makes it 2nd and long. And now there's some discussion here as they look to get the football into place here.
Number 9 on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Looks like a
Replay
flag.
first down.
So they're saying there was a hold. That's the understanding here. 1st and 20 from the 38. Not sure if you could see the hold from there. It was not down the field. So 1st and 20 from the 38. And it looks like there's an issue with the spot for the football. The chants are getting louder. 1st and 20. 4:23 to go in the third. Throwing quick from the shotgun. They set things up on the run. The catch and run. Just around the original line of scrimmage on the tackle. And this time, Checkweed gets involved in the tackle, the 11th grader. Let's take a look at how this broke down here. Quick catch, the quick run out. Sets up 2nd down. Second down. They need to get to about the 48 to get the first. Looping back around on the breakup. And we might have a caller penalty here. Wood got close to the first down, if not got it already. We'll see if the penalty sticks here. And it is against St. Roch.
Unnecessary roughness, horse collar tackle on the defense. That's 15 yards from the end of the play, automatic first.
So that advances the ball even more so after the run by Wood. Play looked to be about done here. Wood breaks off the sack attempt, gets past 1, speeds by 4 more. There's the horse collar that ends up drawing the penalty on the tackle. Justin Poyser on the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 36. The news of Griffins as they sprint 15 yards from the huddle. Couple different shuffles at the line. Wood under center. Looking. Looks to step over the pocket again. Breaks off one more again. Brought down, but the ball is out. And signals already pointing the opposite way. It's Ravens football, another fumble. So the second fumble today from the quarterback. And the Ravens pick it up with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Wood tried to step up in the pocket, try and get around the traffic. With the tackle stripped. The defense trying to stay focused for the Ravens side as their offense gets to work. 1st and 10 from the 36. Pistol formation for St. Onge. They look handoff on Thomas. Thomas cuts ahead, trying to push ahead, and a late flag. It looks like a horse collar back now from the Griffins. And this will add a few more yards to the play. See the pull on the way down.
At the end of the play, unnecessary roughness, horse collar tackle, number 7 on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So the second horse collar in about 3 plays, 1 per side here. See that they're trying to pull back as hard as possible on the jersey. That immediately draws the flag. So the ball spotted at the 45-yard line for 1st and 10. 4 wide receiver setup once again. St. Ange again stays in the pistol. This time, looks design run. Trying to step around. Opens to the right. 2 yards picked up, about 2nd and 8. St. Ange had everybody on the left side of the field for him. I mean everybody. If he gets a cut to the right, there's a chance that could have gotten much more. Nobody was to his right. 2nd and 8 from the 43. Coming up to the 5 minute of the third quarter play. Two receivers and forward. St. Ange on a jump. Complete flag. Is this going to be a roughing the passer here? St. Ange trying to get a jump pass essentially off his back foot. Or is this going to be intentional ground? We'll see.
We have necessary roughness, roughing the passer, number 56 on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And it is against the Griffins. So with 53.3 seconds to go, that moves the ball all the way up to the 28-yard line. Watch of the quarter. This time Thomas slips. And now Thomas is down, not happy. 2nd down. And a massive slide back makes it 2nd and about 12. And it is tricky at times to get a grip. You see right there, tried to cut. Left foot didn't want to plant through the pebbles. Under 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Three receivers moving this time. St. Ange looks to throw on the screen. It's Thomas. Thomas gets the first down. Thomas gets shut down. And another flag. Looks like this may be going against the Griffins. So he's trying to go stick through the defender. The defender said no. So we'll see the official call here. This likely is going to move things up significantly here. Just talking things over now with the Ravens side to confirm with them on this exact penalty. And now, here maybe offsetting the Ravens coaching staff's trying to get a clarification here in. So let's see. We'll get the exact answer here.
At the end of the play, objectionable conduct, 92 on the defense, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down. There'll be one more play in the quarter because of the foul.
So it is strictly against St. Thomas, or rather, should say Thomas A. Stewart. This is where it gets drawn here with the dual tackle, and that moves it up to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 11. They go back to Thomas, and he goes right into the back offensive lineman, and that should just about do it. Third quarter of play is complete. Coverage of the Eastern Bowl presented by Luna 625 continues after a short break. You're watching We Digital. It's 10-7 St. Roch.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor for more coverage of OFSA football. The Eastern Bowl continues, presented by LiUNA 625, the presenting partners of the broadcast you see here on We Digital. Train with the best, build with the best. To learn more, go to LiUNA 625's website or look at the giant QR code. It's right there. 2nd and 9 from about the 10-yard line to start the fourth quarter. St. Roch up by 3. They have the rock and look to try and go up by a couple scores here to close out the drive. They look on the run. St. Ange throws on the motion. Complete. Good enough to get inside the 5. Joel Checkley this time on the reception. And that's going to make it a close one for 3rd and short. So the design play to the throw to the tight end will set up 3rd and short from the 4. So they'll look to try and get things set up quickly here. Almost 1 minute down already in the fourth quarter of play as the play call comes in. 3rd and 3 from the 4. They look to try and run it quickly. Where's the ball at? Looks to be close to around the 1. Waiting for the official signal. They are marked around the 1 and waving towards that direction here. We'll see. They are going to call for a measurement. They want a measurement here. So they will bring in the chain gain here. So we'll see where this gets marked up exactly. It's a big play here. And the answer is the Griffin sideline erupts. It's a turnover on downs. Turnover on downs. Thomas A. Stewart takes possession at their own 1-yard line. So now with 10:40 to go in the fourth quarter, the Griffins to try and see, can they march down the field like they did in the first quarter to get a second touchdown? Setting things up, dual running backs. They go to Thomas to start things off. Thompson gets to about the 10. 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1. That sets up 2nd down. Nathan Thompson. 2nd down from about the 10-yard line. They go on the run. Thompson scrambling and running ahead for the first down. 9:40 to go in the fourth. And The Griffins continue to chug their way down the field, slowly but surely here. That was their major strength when they had the ball several times already. When they haven't fumbled the ball is the big point. They could take a lot of time up if they wanted to. 1st and 10 from the 17. They look to pass now. Wood throws to Thompson, incomplete. No flags out there. 2nd down. And Wood matched up. Thompson couldn't grip it with 9:06 to go in the 4th. Some more tough defense. They set things up this time for 2nd and 10 from the 17. The clock is moving. They set up shotgun, empty backfield. Send Thompson out wide. They drop it, throw it. Incomplete. Trying to fling it to Thompson. And a disastrous sequence there. And they say there was the throw. They did call it incomplete. The throwing motion there. Adeyemi amongst those on the pressure. 3rd and 10. And my goodness, are they going to go for it? They send Wood very deep. They're thinking of squib. No, they try and throw it in there, nearly incomplete. It is incomplete. What a call. Hence the confusion there. What a decision. Thomas Darling, the intended target, and the Griffins elect to go for it with a throw and have an incompletion inside their own 20. So the Ravens have the ball again, and now they can try and make it a 2-score game. 1st and 10 from the 17. Several in the motion. St. Ange hands it off. Thomas looks, pushes ahead, gets to about the 12-ish yard line. And a short gain, 2nd down, and Thomas, he is down, and it doesn't look good. So the training staff comes out. We'd like to thank you one more time for watching along throughout the week. It has been an honor to be with you throughout the week. It's been a pleasure to call Officer Football. Say the same for my co-announcer throughout the days of Dan Dominguez, who's also on the camera here today. More than 30,000 views combined throughout the broadcast over the course of these few days. We hope you've been enjoying throughout the festivities here on We Digital Productions, brought to you by Wayuna 625. Once again, we're in an injury stoppage here. It's 2nd and 5 at the 12 once things are complete. Thomas is being looked at by the training staff, and the Griffins continue to watch along. Again, the Griffins, COSSA representatives. A reminder that the 37th annual Rotary Auction is coming up here on We Digital Productions. You can follow along with all the auctions at WeDigital.ca in our YouTube channel, We Digital Productions. It's the first time We Digital has had the rights and the opportunity to broadcast the Rotary Auction. It'll be both nights, 7 p.m., starting at those set times, should say, December 1st and the 2nd. Catch that here on We Digital. There's a look at several of the coaches and scouts in attendance today. Several from the University of Windsor Lancers, some from the York Lions. We mentioned some of their players already. committing two from Ravens, should say, two to the York Lions. A couple for Laurier. We've seen some from the Ottawa Sooners. Thomas is still down. Here's again the reason for the stoppage. And Thomas merely reaching up after sequence and now is being brought off to the sideline, or is at least on his feet. Fans watching as Thomas is trying to walk with assistance to the sideline. So a very tough sequence for Thomas, to say the very least here. He's picked up many of the yards on the ground for his team throughout this ball game, and now has to come out here. He's still getting assistance to the sideline before the play starts from Nicholas Bindu and a couple others. Once again, though, in the context of the play, it's 2nd and 5 from about the 12. And the Ravens are trying to go very quickly here. The Griffins quickly get set up. St. Ange looks to run it himself this time. Gets maybe a yard, but that's all. 3rd down and now. 3rd down, another player is down. Looks like the special teams unit's being called out here, but a Griffin is now down. And having to be checked out by the training staff as you look at the facilities over top the end zone. Still involved in this one is the tackler. Train staff on top of the Griffin. So another stoppage here. And what's been stoppage-filled 4th quarter, unfortunately. Once again, for those who have tuned in and are catching into the action, 10-7, St. Roch the score as the Griffins player is being brought to the sideline now. Believe, based on the number, that might be Riley Keenan. Both the touchdowns came early in this one. 1 field goal already today. The Ravens try and go up by 6 here with the second. This one much closer. Up and good. 2 field goals made today by the Ravens. And the score, 13-7. Again, the Ravens with the advantage, 13-7. So now, they'll get things prepared once again. Remember, they prefer the kickoff returns, these sequences. 1 timeout remaining for St. Roch, 2 remaining if needed for the Griffins. The temperature starting to plummet. 7:31 to go in this 4th quarter. And the Ravens get set to kick it off. A cheering battle starting to form up in the grandstands. Here comes the kickoff. Good kick from about the 20. It's returned from Thomas Darling. Darling gets to about the 40. And 5 different purple jerseys. Chopped down. Good field position to start for the Griffins. There's a lot of space to run there. So, from the 42-yard line, the Griffins now look to set up again. The Griffins still need to try and find a touchdown if they want a shot here. They set things up tight. They go handoff. Adderley gets a couple on the pickup. 2nd and about 8. So a few yards picked up there on the short carry. And the one thing right now that if Thomas A. Stewart wants to get this done, needs to do, pass the ball and get a big play. That's been easier said than done today. They go pistol for 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Over the top. Thompson gets it. Down at the 37. Thompson gets it over through the seam. And the Griffins look to set up fast. 1st and 10. 1-on-1 coverage. Thompson gets underneath. Gets it done. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wood now in the shotgun. They send Thompson as a receiver. 2 receivers bunched up. They fake the handoff. Wood gets tackled at about the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. And now, quick delay as a Raven has to get back up quickly. They don't give him any yards on the spot, so they set things up from the same location for 2nd down. Under 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. St. Roch still up by 6 here in the Eastern Bowl, with coverage brought to you by Luna 625. An audible from Wood. He goes from under center to pistol. 3 receivers to his right. And they go to the ground game. Adderley gets a couple, but that's all. And it's 3rd and long. And the Griffins, if they want a shot at this ball game, need to get to the 27-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. One of the biggest plays of the day here. 4 minutes to go. They set things up tight. Play action. Wood throws incomplete. Trying to get it towards Thompson. Couldn't get it. And as a result, a turnover on downs yet again after a pass. So as we close things up here, here's the weather. And for the first time all week, it's about positive degrees. It still feels like -5. Thank you, sunshine. I wish that felt like the real sun. 1st and 10. The ball spotted at the 35-yard line. The Ravens looking to ice it. Few first downs, and they can make this untouchable. Three move up. St. Ange looking to run up. Trying to step up through the pocket. Gets to about the line of scrimmage. Second down. And quickly approaching the 3-minute warning. Second down at about 10. Now inside the 3-minute mark. The Ravens trying to go quick into the formation. Four move around. They toss it. They try and run it. A strong push. Ray Johnston short by about a yard. Third and short. And that should trigger the 3-minute warning and turn. So it is spotted at 3rd and 1. Ball 44. Oh, and a flag and a face mask.
Play, automatic, first down.
Didn't see the flag from up here, but the flag does come out. Watch the end of the tackle. And see it. Was a tough angle. But either way, that moves the chains with the 3-minute warning to the 51. So the 3-minute warning starts, and the Sun gets ready to say goodbye for the day. Four wide receiver setup. And they go to the ground. Poyser picks up a couple. Second and long. Second and about 7. They look to try and run the clock a bit here. Timeout is taken. Remember those 2 timeouts available for the Griffins. They used the first of those. They have 1 timeout remaining. And they need some big plays. They want a shot here. The Ravens, first down could just about finish this one up. Be their 3rd time winning in a bowl game in program history. If they can hold on here for another 2 minutes and 12 seconds. St. Roch finishes up their discussions in the timeout huddle. I'd like to remind you one more time. Today's action brought to you by Luna 625. Train with the best, build with the best. I'd like to thank them for their support of this year's OFSA Bowl Festival from Windsor. It's 2nd and 8 from the 49 after the timeout. Looking to pass, St. Ange on the screen finds Poyser. Poyser gets across the 40, gets the first down. And a flag is down at the 51, around the line of scrimmage. And this looks like hold.
Four yards were gained. We have holding. Number 3, Ravens. That's a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay second down.
So that's going to move things back a fair bit, and a big penalty. So with that penalty, it's 2nd and 18. So now, what does the call end up going here? Again, the goal is simple. Get to the 41 still. With the penalty, this obviously stops the clock at 2:03. Now St. Ange trying to throw it away. Does get it away. Several fans wanted a roughing the passer thrown. Don't see a flag on the field itself. Third down. And St. Ange is down. His teammates now assisting him with his right leg with 1:56 to go in this fourth quarter. It's like we have an injury stoppage in the midst of the swap for special teams units. So this is a huge opportunity for the Griffins here. St. Ange is now being checked out by the training staff with 1:56 to go. It leads to the question, can the Griffins get down the field once they pick the ball up? Again, they would need a touchdown to win this game. Essentially the 6 points plus the extra point to get the job done. And they've needed time to get down the field. With the sense of urgency, we've seen mistakes come into play when trying to work too fast. Setting things up for 3rd and 18 from the 51. Campbell Peters sets up for the punt. After a quick stutter, turn from inside the 30. To the 30. And a pickup of a few. 36, should say. On the left hashes. Do mark it to the 31, rather. And once again, the return. Saw him out of yardage there. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. They look to audible again. Wood now moves back to pistol. They send Thompson as a receiver again. They go back up the middle. This time they're ready for it. It's down to the turf. Should be incomplete. And there's the confirmation. Is incomplete. There was some hesitation on if it was a completed interception. It looks like here. Watch, right there's the reason for the hezi. But it does hit the ground after it hits the foot. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Audible again. Again, Thompson set out wide as a receiver. They go quick screen, and this time backwards. It's on the ground, and backwards they go. All the way back to inside the 15. We'll see where they spot it. And a disastrous sequence. The pass to Miles Salego. And the backwards pass, they do spot him with the tackle group to the 17-yard line.
We have timeout, Griffins. That's their final charge.
And the timeout for the Griffins is their final timeout. So now, can Thomas A. Stewart find a miracle? Get a chance to celebrate with Griff. I'm not sure what they're trying to signal for outside of maybe rings. I'm not quite sure. But on 3rd and 24, it's urgency time. Under 90 seconds to go in the 4th quarter for the Eastern Bowl. St. Roch with the advantage, and they have to go for it. They've gone for it already from inside their 15. Why not inside the 17? And they go for an option and drop it. Touchdown. The Ravens pick it up. It's Joel Chekwe. Another bold play call. Ends up going the way of the Ravens in turn. And the star linebacker gets it done to put the exclamation point on the Eastern Bowl. And the entire grandstand erupting in cheers here. The fans who made their way up the highway today, all the way from Brampton, look to see how the extra point plays out first. Get that extra point to make it 20-7. Again, they try and go a couple tosses on the end around. It doesn't work. Thompson not able to grip it on the second toss. And now the Ravens have a massive lead, about 3 scores up. Minute 21 to go for the OFSA Bowls Festival. So the Ravens look to kick it away. It's gotten to where it's so cold, I can't tell if it's because of a fan or because of the temperatures. It's worth noting the glass railings at Acumen Stadium have started to shatter. The kick picked up by the Griffins. So let's take a look at the kick return. But today and this week's been an interesting week of football, to say the very least. Not quite sure what happened there, but that doesn't look man-made. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen to one of these glass panels. And more whistles, and that's the final timeout for St. Roch. So they look to talk it over and make sure they get the formation right. Already some of the players starting to celebrate a bit. Getting their 3rd ever bowl win. And they've done a lot of work in a lot of short time. Reminder, one more time, that throughout this week, the action brought to you by Luna 625. Thank them for all the support throughout this past week here on We Digital as we watched along, seen history in all the bowl games. By the way, there's several of the staff members making sure the glass, including some of the top athletic directors from St. Clair College itself, as it is a facility operated by the college. Second down. Nowhere to go on the run. Second down. Minute 13 to go. The clock now rolls. They look to pass. Looks to cork one. Nearly intercepted, hits the turf. Intended for Thompson. And a couple different Ravens right in the vicinity. Third down. Noel Checkway nearly picked it up on the deflection. Joel celebrating already a bit there. It's third and long. The Griffins look to finish on a positive. At least see if they can have a last chance miracle. Set up. Looking throw. Flags already up. Nearly intercepted again. And dropped on the throw in the catch attempt. We'll see which way the flag goes here. That was intended for normally an offensive lineman. Tal Vander Anker, should say.
There's no flag on the
They
play.
are picking it up.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs. First down, Ravens.
So it's a turnover on downs, and the Ravens take the ball with 54 seconds to go. The Ravens full, starting to celebrate already. They still have to close it out. Still 53.9 seconds to go in this game. The Ravens have to run a few more plays to close it out fully before they can celebrate the Eastern Bowl victory. Defense looking to stack the box as they look to try and just hand it off. Hoyser picks up a few on the power run. Second and medium. And the clock is still going. So the clock is running down here. Still need to run about another play or two before they can start the celebration fully. Several students who have made the way up for Brampton today already starting to congregate at the railing. St. Ange sets up under center. They look over to the sideline. They start doing a dance. Everyone starts raiding the field as they start to try and kneel it down, and that's the game. St. Roch wins the Eastern Bowl, 20-7. For St. Roch, it's their third ever bowl win in OFSA competition. And they get the Eastern Bowl done, able to hold on to the very end today. I'd like to thank you for tuning in throughout the week for Weeds Digital's coverage of OFSA Bowl Festival action. We'd like to thank once more Lyuna 625 for being a presenting sponsor of these bowl games on We Digital. And thank you for watching along throughout the week. for the rest of our crew, for Dan Dominguez, who's been on the call for many of these games this week, and for myself, Justin Prince, it's time to say so long, and thank you one more time for watching along for the OFSA Bowl Festival from Windsor. You've been watching on WeDigital.ca.